everybody. We are at the distillery.
He was fucking. He had a lot of grandsons and great grandsons. He was getting in. Jesse over there.
That's why I was looking. I see, do they have anything on here about whatever? Shoes over there. Circle 1912, Grandson of Nearest Green. So tell me where we at. We're talking about the place.
Uncle Nearest Green. Say his name right. His name is Nearest Green.
Look how beautiful it is out here, y'all. So my husband found this place and been talking about it. Finally got out here and it is beautiful.
Let me give you a little bit of a brief overview about our history here as a distillery. So, Nearest Green Distillery was started by our two wonderful owners. Their name is Fawn and Keith Weaver. They're from California, so they have no ties to Nearest Green's family nor Jack Daniels, but they got intertwined this history, telling the story from a business trip that they went on. So back in 2015, they was on the way to Singapore. Mr. Keith Weaver, he was an executive of Sony Global Pictures. His wife was one of the best-selling authors and historians here in our country. I think she wrote things for the New York Times. So the thing is, on their business trip to Singapore, Mr. Weaver picked up an international New York Times magazine. So it had different articles coming from across the United States and across the world posted inside of it. The thing is, she saw an article out of Nashville, Tennessee that caught her interest, titled "Jack Daniels Learns How to Make Whiskey from a Slave Gentleman in Lynchburg, Tennessee, Secret Recipe." So she saw that was the first ever indication of understanding the history of Nearest Green and Jack Daniels making whiskey in the industry that we're in today. So she decided for her birthday on September 5th, she wanted to dive into this a little bit more. So she took everything to Lynchburg, Tennessee, 30 minutes down the road. Talked to Brown Foreman, talked to Jack Daniels Distillery. She found family members of Nearest Green and Jack Daniels to talk to help her understand the history and the idea of how everything got started. So while she was there visiting all these wonderful places in Lynchburg, Tennessee, she got to actually visit the place where Nearest Green and Jack Daniels made their whiskey history. It's like this 300 or so acre farm that's on the outskirts of Lynchburg. The home there where Nearest Green, his foundation of his home is still there. The home where Jack Daniels lived in was still standing there. The place where they made whiskey, that water source was still running, and a little bit of everything was still there from when they was living on the property. So y'all find yourself a seat in here. I'm gonna show you what this place is all about. There you go. Come on in.
Oh, wow. What's that movie? Harlem Nights. In the bottom of Harlem Nights. Temperance. This is my tarot card. The temperance card.
So, this place right here is our speakeasy. It actually has a name. We call this place Philo and Frank's. So, Philo and Frank is actually the name of Fawn Weaver's mom and dad. And we wanted to honor them some way, somehow, in this facility, just like we honor a lot of other people. The thing is, when her mom found out that our speakeasy was named after her, oh yeah, she was hot. The reason why she was hot is because Miss Weaver, Miss Fawn, knows that her mom and dad are devoted ministers. You know, down here in the South, you don't cook too early. The water sources that we were drinking from whenever we got off that hot fill or high factory wine. Think about it, back then you had to drink out of a horse trough, a small water pill to cool you off. But the bad thing is, those type of items had the breeding bacteria that got you sick and deathly ill. So these ladies decided to create the apparatus we're still using today, your water fountain. They created those, so that way in public facilities you would never have to drink out of those horse troughs ever again. But you need to thank them for having a matron that protects your female inmate. Through a form school that can help out your troubled child. The educational center that can help you get your degree to help you be successful. And my all-time person. That you see is all original. And like I said earlier, we bought this location on September 5th, 2019. But the family that lived here before we came, they lived right there. That was their home. So Mr. Billy Gray was the man of the property, man of the Tennessee Walker Horse facility that this thing is today. So he had his wife, 4 boys, and 1 daughter living inside that location. And we have turned that into our main corporate office space for our distillery. So that building down there that has the NG on the cupola, that used to be the family's welcome center. They love to keep their home life and business life separate, so they created that facility there. We've turned that into our facility for our directors of our distillery. So folks who operate different locations on this distillery ground.
I hate I left my daggone selfie stick. Would have helped out a lot better.
Coolest kid in the
I
camp.
can't see. Roman.
Oh, stop.
Oh, look at you. Yes, that's a lot of damn land.
Now, thing is, we did give Mr. Weaver his sleep. We're not going to let anybody take that.
recent. Yeah.
That this room here, we're just chilling here for a little bit. This is our master blenders actual office. So please don't touch your personal belongings. Leave your phone from the home. Alright? But find yourself to see where there's whiskey. We're gonna knock it out.
Like I said, I didn't know much about the history. I hadn't heard of the phrase.
Oh, and then it became a big scandal because of the way that they walk and that, you know, you always have one bad batch of people.
Hey, I'll put you in there. You're gonna be the horse.
I think my sister might be in here.
You silly.
With a beautiful horse head. My brother-in-law was he was one of the original trainers. His name is famous.
Get down to our welcome center. So main thing inside of here, safety wise, is if you're going to take any form of pictures, please turn your flash off. Sparker flash at 75 degrees will spark and ignite this whiskey.
Oh Lord. Are we going in there?
On in. Now, we ask that you do not push or pull on the barrels. Barrels of whiskey are weighing about 500 plus pounds in weight. So I do not want to see you yanking up and down on the barrel because you will get injured.
Have you seen someone do that?
I've seen a lot of dumb shit. That's for sure. I've seen somebody lick a barrel with their tongue and get a splinter into it.
What?
Yeah. A lady from Florida when I was working at Jack Daniels.
Who here licking barrels?
We call Florida folks barrel lickers.
Barrel liquor.
Barrel lickers.
So there's whiskey aging right now.
Yes. This whole entire facility is full of whiskey.
So how long would these stay in here?
So minimum is always 4 years. If we pull it out before 4 years, it is not a Tennessee whiskey.
Okay.
You have to wait 4 years minimum to touch it.
And then that's when you, once you
That's when
take
we
those
decide.
out, then you just rotate.
Rotate new, old out, new in. But sometimes it's not ready at 4 years. So we just give it more time.
How do you know if it's not ready?
Everything's off of the sensory. Smell, sight, and taste.
I didn't.
You didn't?